Hey guys, so it's Zoe again. And yes, I'm gonna be quoting another book again. I feel like at this point it should be expected. But at least this time it's a book that I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with and have read. It's The Underground Storyteller by our very own Alex Day. And there are a lot of quotes in this book that stuck out to me, but there's one that I just can't let go of. It's always saddened me that you can't talk to strangers on the tube. And it got me thinking about how I ride the bus here. I pay the toll, I find a seat, I blare my music, I wait for my stop. Although there have been times that I've been reminded that the other people on the bus are human too. All people brought together by a stroke of luck, good or bad, and it should be something to be appreciated more. Some of the most interesting people in the world I've met on buses. A couple days before my birthday last year, I was on a bus headed home from Waikiki, and an old man stood next to me on the crowded bus. He had given up his seat for an elderly woman. We stood in silence for a couple of minutes, me with one earbud in and him entertaining himself by reading the rules. There's a sign on the bus that has all the rules on it, and he was just reading it. Suddenly, he smiled and he just let out this laugh. It was almost a guffaw. And it reminded me of this old friend teacher of mine. And it made me kind of chuckle. And he looked over to me and I removed my earbud. And then he said, "What happens on these buses to warrant such ridiculous signs?" And then I laughed, and we both looked up at the sign, and it had some of the normal items that you would expect on a bus. No food or drink, no loud music or conversations on your cell phones, be mindful of others on the bus, etc. However, because we're in Hawaii, and because we are in a tourist location, there were a few quirky ones that I'm pretty sure aren't on normal buses. Such as, no urinating on the bus, do not defecate on the bus, don't light fires on the bus, no fireworks, firecrackers, etc. And he even told me, "We don't have those on our buses in Colorado." And I laughed and nodded politely, and I told him, that's the fun of being in a vacation state. There isn't a single boring inch on the island. Everything has some crazy tourist misadventure or local story behind it. And he smiled at me and began asking me about my life story. Who is this little girl on the bus next to me? What's her story? How is it that our stories have been granted the chance to cross? Then I got to hear his story. His name was Dan. Hi, Dan. He is here on vacation and has been to the beach every single day since he got here, and he plans on making sure it stays that way his entire trip. His daughter bought him, herself, and her son tickets to Hawaii for his birthday. My birthday is December 15th. I'm turning 60. My eyes lit up because my birthday was December 15th. I was turning 19. "See, I knew you were cool," he laughed. And that's the weird thing about chances like that. It's experiences like that that make me sad that we can't interact with more people when we're traveling. Just even to share a bit more time of the path that led us all together in this moment. I want to talk to more people. I want less strangers in the world. This has been the Daily Day.